start to get in your way. Know your hands telling you to walk, but can't help how we feel at the end of the walk. When you realize what we feel like, when you realize what we feel like, when you realize what we feel like, had you for so long. Clarity seems confusing when you're using your head, now your heart. I remember the moment when we knew we were where we belong. And you know I've been holding onto the fire that we lit all along. I'll be here when you feel like talking, and when you feel you got nothing to say. I'll be here when the sky starts falling. I'll hold it up when the clouds start to get in your way. Know your hands telling you to walk, but can't help how we feel at the end of the day. When you realize what we fought for, I'll be here, I'll be here when you feel like talking, and when you feel you got nothing to say, or even when the sky starts falling. I'll be here, babe.
Hey everybody, we're
Tēnā
here.
koutou.
Wow, a lot of you registered in like the last 20 minutes, so Kiwi and I have been scrambling a bit, but welcome to EchoLan's second pub quiz. We're your quiz masters. This is our second week of doing this pub quiz, which is quite exciting. We're looking forward to more. We've got.
Tell them to go away.
By current count, I think it's about 13 teams playing today.
Wow, 12 teams.
12 teams. Kiwi's just running through and filling out all the forms now. So some of you might notice that your not your team aren't available in the other forms. That's because we have to just sort of run through and put everyone into those sheets. So just while he takes a few minutes to sort all that out, I'm going to walk you through a bit of how this is going to go. So,
Apparently the audio mixing's real stuffed and they can't hear us over the music, by the way.
now the music's real quiet. That's much better.
Up my mic volume if you can.
Yeah. Do. Professional, top level streams right now. I mean, as we usually
Apparently you're real quiet compared to me. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting mixed messages from
usually
reading
say,
different
it
things.
wouldn't be EchoLan stream without some form of technical difficulties right at the beginning, and this time we actually finally got those technical difficulties, unlike last time where we were really, really lucky that things didn't go poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't been here before, pay attention to this next little bit. It'll give you some tips on how this all works. And if you have been here before last week, it might pay to pay attention as well, because I've added a few extra little tricks this week. So firstly, for those of you who haven't yet, or you should have all gone to the EchoLan quiz page on our website. That's echolan.co.nz/, oh, what is that? That's my mail.
Not your mail, man.
Let's get that out of there.
We don't want to see what dodgy things you subscribe to, eh?
Yeah, let's get that right out of there. That's echolan.co.nz/quiz. This is kind of your homepage for everything to do with the quiz this evening. So if you're following along from home, that's awesome. Now, each of these tiles here represents a form for each section of the quiz. We're going to take you through questions on screen, and you'll have to fill out, someone in your team will need to be filling out these answer forms for each section. Once we've seen a team complete the answer, once we've seen all teams complete the answer forms, we'll lock those forms off, and then we'll go through the answers. So at that point, you can sort of take a breather, go get a drink, or you can sit and see the answers and see how well you did. That's the basics, and that page explains it all pretty well for you. Now, something that we've added this week that we didn't have last week is we got a lot of feedback that we weren't giving people enough time on some questions, or we were giving them too much on others. So what we're going to do is we've got a timer. This green box up the top here, you will see, has a timer in it if I push this button here, and it'll count down. So for each question we read out, we're going to read out the question to you, and then we're going to start the timer and give you 1 minute on each question. At the end of that minute, we'll move on to the next question, just so that everyone's got a fair playing field for every single question. We're not going to start the timer until after we've read the questions out, so that for those questions that are a bit longer, you've just got that little bit longer to get yourself started. It's about 7:36 at the moment, so we're not really going to start till probably 7:40, 7:45. Kiwi's just taking some time to get all the answer forms sorted out, so why don't you just sit back for a few minutes, take a couple of drinks, and we'll be with you shortly to get this ball rolling, probably, hopefully, about 7:40 our time, so a minute or so later. I think there's about, we moved to a less delay on the stream today, so I think there's about 20 seconds delay, but hopefully it's not that bad. We'll see. All right, we'll see you all shortly.
I like you, but it's not okay. Whatever, can I walk away? Oh yeah, I can still see your face. So tell me what to do, 'cause I can't find a way. I love you too, don't love me back. I can't stand this feeling inside my mind. Baby, please just tell me if I'm fine, 'cause I don't know why. Stuck in my heart. Could be my best bud, my best bud. I won't pull up, you're fake good. And I feel good, when you walk around, baby, just good. Could be my best bud, my best bud. I won't pull up, you're fake good. And I feel good, when you walk around, baby, just good. I like you, but it's not okay. Whatever, can I walk away? Oh yeah, I can still see your face. So tell me what to do, 'cause I can't find a way. I love you too, don't love me back. I can't stand this feeling inside my mind. Baby, please just tell me if I'm fine, 'cause I don't know why. Stuck in my heart. Could be my best bud, my best bud. I won't pull up, you're fake good. And I feel good, when you walk around, baby, just good. Could be my best bud, my best bud. I won't pull up, you're fake good. And I feel good, when you walk around, baby, just good.
Be my best bud, my best bud. I will pull up your fake booty. And I'm feeling good, when you walk around, baby, just do that.
Many miles away from home, steps were difficult, I'm exhausted, but I did not fall. Something good is coming up. Free like a bird, but also bound up. And my footsteps on the ground. I raise my head, listen to the sound. I'm happy with what I have found. Just breathe.
Hang on.
Oh, hang on. It's too
Yeah,
late.
there you go.
People
Yeah,
are hearing
yeah, we're
you
good.
now. That's exciting.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
All right, so we're back. We're starting. We've massaged the groups together. There's a couple of you entered twice, threw us for a ringer a bit, but we think we've got it sorted.
Yeah.
We'll definitely sort out that
Please don't
sign-up
do that.
form next time, so it's a bit less confusing.
Yeah.
But this evening it looks like we have 12 teams. So what
11.
we're gonna do?
11,
teams?
sorry. Yeah, 11.
Are there 11 teams? Okay. This evening it looks like we have 11 teams. Well done, Mr. Kiwi. So I'm going to go and read out the team names now, and it would pay to make sure that your team's on the list. If your team's not on the list, then it'd be important to let us know in the chat. Pretty quick smart. So first we've got Quarintelligent, a returning team from last week. We've got Shut the F Up Tova. That's a new team joining us this week. Not fans of Tova O'Brien, I see. We've got I'm Not Saying That, another returning team from last week. Is my volume all right? I think my volume looks okay.
Yeah, your volume's fine.
We've got Bed Knobs and Boomsticks. Excellent name. I'm loving that one. We've got Double Trouble. We've got Nerds of the Apocalypse. Those are last week's champions returning again this week. Just Here for the Beer, another team returning from last week. Good to see some people coming back. We've got, this is by far my favorite team name that I've seen today. We've got I Got Locked Down, But I Get Up Again. That's solid team name right there.
Yeah,
we've
that's pretty good.
Nah, Anything Is Fine With Me. So someone, I don't know, phoning it in, I guess. Followed up by Not Picky, another team that really wasn't too fussed on their name. And our final team in the list this evening is Bubble Buddies 35. That's Bubble Buddies 35. So if you didn't hear your name, or make sure that you're in here. If you think you've entered and we've missed you off, just chuck a message into the YouTube chat, and we'll be keeping an eye out for you. Kiwi and I are going to mute again now as we just prepare the last couple of bits so we can get this ball rolling at about 7:45.
I'm good. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you're good? Okay, we'll stay on
Yeah.
then. We'll stay
Yeah.
here. Tell me a story, Kiwi, while I load up the YouTube chat.
Well, something funny today. In the press briefing with Auntie Cindy and what's his name, Dr. Bloomfield, Tova didn't ask any dumb questions. Who would have thought? So maybe the name isn't quite relevant anymore. But I mean, you can get a clock is right twice a day, isn't it? So maybe. All I'm saying is I've got plenty of people out there who would love you to be able to feed some questions to it that aren't retarded. So
What have I got to do with anything?
you work at MediaWorks.
Doesn't mean I know anyone.
I don't know. You work in IT. IT, you're meant to know anyone and everyone, aren't you?
What's the spread of team sizes like this evening? Holy wow, there's a bit of...
One's like we got a team of 8 at one point, but most are sitting around 4 to 5. A couple of pairs,
Oh yeah, I think there's 2 teams of 1, which is some pretty brave teams there for this evening.
There's a team of 0.
That's not really a team. That's me testing, I think.
No, that's another team that isn't testing. The testing team that was 0, I've deleted.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I'm cracking myself a drink then. Should we get this thing started 7:43, or should we give it till 7:45? I haven't seen anyone post that their team's missing yet.
Yeah, I haven't had any messages saying it's.
Well, that's promising.
It's got a message. $50 says that you reset Tova's password. That's pretty good. We can only pray.
You can only pray.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get this ball rolling.
Yeah, let's go. I'm good to go. All the forms are ready, so
Do you want the first section and I'll take the second? Oh, the first section's real easy actually.
No, the first section is real easy, so just take it away, Robert.
Hold on. I do have a question about the team. Ours wasn't on there.
Well, what's your team name? That doesn't help.
Okay, their team was Dirty Effing Dangles, which I was informed yesterday was a false submission, but I guess that's not the case. So we'll have to add Dirty Effing Dangles onto the list there.
Oh, a team of Um,
That's
hang
interesting.
on.
Now I'm confused as to
Message.
what the.
One of you messaged me what you want your double thing to be, your double points to be.
It should
'Cause
be on the original form, or did you clear it?
I cleared it.
Okay, it's Dead Sloth.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
can they message me
Cool. And
what
while
they
you
want
talk
their
about
thing to
that,
be?
thinking about double points, let's talk about the breakdown for double points today. Today we've got most people are banking on entertainment today, which is pretty
Yeah.
interesting. A couple of teams
Honestly,
spread out across the other categories, but entertainment's a pretty safe bet. Dead Sloth wants to put his points on mullet from the looks of things.
yeah. Brave. All right. I will go sort this out. One sec.
Okay. Just give another moment or
Well, I
two.
mean, we can
We can
start.
start. Should we get
We
cracking?
can start. You can start on the first question. I just got to go.
All right.
fix
So
all the
we
others.
move to here. I click that, and then I come and do overlay there because I don't know what I'm doing. So this section here actually is going to be a little different to the rest of them because what we got to do is we're going to show you 10 pictures, and from those 10 pictures, they're all pictures of people with mullets. You need to identify who those 10 people are. In your answer sheet, next to each picture, on the screen next to each picture will be a number. The number corresponds to who should get the thing, etc., etc. With this section, we're going to give you 5 minutes. So what we'll do is we'll load into that screen. Kiwi and I will disappear. You won't be able to hear or see us. The timer will display 5 minutes at the top of the screen, and then you'll be away to guess. So let's get that section cracking. Boom, 10 pictures of mullets. And then goodbye, everyone. We'll see you shortly.
Yeah. Well, no. Are we
We
gonna
can't-
delete them
we
or?
can't.
Oh yeah, we.
Think we're infected just the same. And if there's no cure, I'm here to stay. How will you win if you ain't right within? I'm down with the shallow, won't let the pull you in. I think we're infected just the same. And how can you love and stay normal? You're not the first I've seen getting eaten from within. How can you love and stay normal? Don't choose your lover when you're not yourself. You're not
Look who's picking fights again. It's almost like you think you'll win. Feeling fate, I'm feeling right. It's like you're never on my mind. And if I leave, say you'll be broken. You think I care, you're hurting, begging, please say you deserve it. And baby, why you think I'm worth it? If I leave, say you'll be broken. Think I care, you're hurting, begging, please say you
Just going to pop back to interrupt because we noticed that one team has finished submitting the section. I forgot to mention that there's actually a quarantine quizzle is what we've called it this time at the end of the section that you will still need to see the clue before you can fully enter this section. So I'm going to pop away for like another 20 seconds, even though the timer's run out, and just let you guys have another quick gander at those photos before Kiwi and I come back, and then we'll take you through that Quanderer's Quizzle, Quarantine Quizzle. Oh my god, I'm going to get that wrong every single time.
I reckon. Jesus. Edit after submit. There we go.
Okay. All right, and we're back. So what we've just done for those teams that submitted the form early is we've enabled it so you can edit your submissions. So if you reload the page, you should be able to take a chance to submit the Quarantine Quizzle for Section 1. Quarantine Quizzle is, I am used in the building industry and the clothing industry.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wonder what that is.
that's an interesting one. I wonder what it is. Oh, I got to do the thing, right? I got to go minus, and then I go, cool.
Oh, the timer. It's okay. We'll get that. We'll get into the flow,
We'll get
guys.
into the flow, yeah. The timer's
Yeah.
new. I only set it up like yesterday.
Yeah, cut us some slack. It's like we never get anything right for the first time around here. Come on.
It's funny because last week was arguably tidier than this week. But, oh, far out. Teams are submitting pretty quickly.
There's a couple of interesting responses coming in. It's good.
You having fun pointing the camera down at your chest there?
Nah, it's because it's my laptop and it's covering.
Okay, so how many teams? How are we going to tell if it's every team? Because I knew how many teams it was last time. 7 responses of... How many would you expect? 12? 13? 12.
Something like that, yeah.
8 responses. Alright, we're out of time on that Quanderer's Quizzle, so we're going to sit here and we're going to wait for the last couple of teams to submit their responses. That's 10 teams submitted now. Good luck figuring out which teams we're waiting on, Mr. Kiwi.
Yeah, fucking reckon. I mean, freaking reckon. With a PG stream, right, guys? Yeah.
We're alright. People know what
yeah.
we're about. They had to take the R18 flag when they got here, I think. At least I hope they did.
Hang on, I think I figured it out. Sorry, guys, I have to move my webcam. Oh, no.
I love your chest, mate. It's alright.
I think...
You think? 11
So-
responses.
One... Yeah. How many teams did I say there were? One.
You reckoned there were 12.
12,
There was
so there's one more
missing,
team.
So we added 13.
No, 12. There was 11 and we added one more to make 12. But we got 11.
Alright, if there are... So, but then... Of the 2 teams that remain, they might... If they haven't arrived, we don't know, do we?
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so I'm going to put a hard line in it, and we're going to do one more 1-minute timer. And at the end of that, if you haven't submitted your responses, you're going to be dropped off the quiz. And I'm watching the stream on my other screen, so I'll see when that shows up on YouTube. So if you're still fighting over the answer with your teammates, and you don't submit
Hurry it
here,
up.
you're going to be dropped out. I'd hurry up real quick.
Get the whip out, guys. Like, come on.
Oh, it's actually... I can use the timer to see what the delay is. It's about... Oh, it's less than 10 seconds. It's like 7 seconds for me. Which is
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
not that much.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alright, so what I'll do, Kiwi, if these other 2 teams don't exist, is you get to start removing them from all the other forms. as I read out the answers for, or as I
Yeah,
show
but I
everyone
don't
the
know
answers
which.
for the mullet
I
section.
don't know which team it is.
You'll be able to see because you can see the ones that didn't submit for section 1.
I'll figure it out.
I know how this works.
Yeah,
What I
because you
need
use
is a
this like
third-
every day.
What I need is a
and
third
I don't.
screen. Cool. Alright, that's it. That's the cutoff. Shut off submissions on the form. Ooh, excuse me. Shut off submissions on the form.
Okay, bam, done.
So the teams that have been dropped off. What are they?
I gotta compare this to
Alright.
the master list.
What
God
I'll do
damn it.
is we'll bring the answers up, and you all can
Yeah.
have a look at it for a few seconds, and then Kiwi and I will go through and pop out who those answers are supposed to be. So I'll bring that up there, and I'll make myself disappear, and then I'll show you. Oh, the answer's already there.
Here we go.
Alright, so the two teams that we've dropped off for not submitting are Bubble. No, what other teams again, Kiwi?
Double trouble, and I'm not saying that.
Double Trouble, and I'm not saying that. So you guys, if you're here, that's unfortunate. You didn't submit your forms in time, and you're no longer part of the quiz, which leaves 11 teams continuing through. Now that we've
10,
got...
because one's our test team.
Oh, one's us. Okay, 10 teams continuing through. And now that we've got that sorted, things should move quicker. So section 2 is a much more traditional quiz section, and don't forget, we've got that quarantine quizzle at the end. So let's... before we can go forward, Kiwi, did anyone get the quarantine quizzle?
Hang on. Let's have a look here. Do. No.
No one got the quarantine quizzle, so it's still up for grabs next round. So let's move on with potluck, and you can finally start reading some questions, Mr. Kiwi.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Yes. Oh my god, I
Alright,
am
it-
so
it
bad at
is-
operating this. Cool.
Yeah, come on, sort it out. Alright, so let me just bring up the questions on my side as well, shall I?
Oh, okay. Question number 1's already up.
Oh, is it? Okay. A substance that destroys bacteria and prevents their growth is called a what?
Boom, timer
Any
started.
biologists in the chat? Or scientists? I've had a request to play some Skrillex. No, we can't play any Skrillex. It's copyrighted, and I'm not going to play a MIDI version of it because that would sound horrific. Just survive without the Skrillex, please. I'm sure you guys will. I'm watching the countdown on your screen.
Yeah, if I put the magnifier over it.
Wait,
There you go.
no, won't that affect the stream?
No?
Oh, there. No, that's genius. Oh man.
Now
Well,
you
I
can
hope they
watch
were-
it from far away.
Actually, not that far away.
Yeah. I figured a minute was a reasonable amount of time for each question. And I
I
did some
think so.
testing. Who's just messaging me?
I don't know,
Not me
man.
telling me that things are broken. Okay, next question.
Bam. Which New Zealand native tree is threatened by dieback? Any dock workers in the chat? Now's your time to shine. So Robert, what have you been up to this week? Anything exciting?
Working.
Working.
Yeah.
Working. What does working entail?
Just sitting at my desk and doing IT fixes. I have been adding to my repertoire of home fitness spinning on the spin bike as well as running.
Oh,
because there's a
nice.
Spin bike,
That's
like,
always good.
right there, and I just was getting bored of sitting at my computer, so I decided to do a day of doing a day of spin as well as a day of running.
Nice. Well, that's
Uh,
good. Look at you go.
Yeah, and I'm growing my hair because I have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can see how long mine is. My headphones kind of cover it, but if I take my headphones off, like,
I'm not taking my headphones off. I'll just look horrendous.
It's quite a lot there. Yeah, it's like a mane of hair, and the
Alright.
beard's definitely long as well. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. One, bada boom, take us through. In the first video game in the God of War franchise, what god acts as the final boss? I must admit, I play a lot of video games. I don't even know this.
Yeah, I don't know this one either.
So,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean,
think
I
do.
do.
I could hazard a guess because I know things about the franchise.
I know it because I've seen all the answers, but I wouldn't have guessed it.
And what I'm going to do right now while we're doing this one is I'm just going to call out that like my sister's messaging me saying, I didn't listen to the stream and didn't hear if we got the Ponderers puzzle. No one got it, and maybe you should start listening.
Yeah, I reckon. Like, how else do you get the questions, guys? Like,
Yeah.
Being told to get a man bun. My hair's not long enough for a man bun. It curls too much.
You'd look interesting in a man bun.
Well, I distinctly remember. I think I distinctly remember. Getting my hair tied up in a man bun at New Year's. But honestly, that night's a bit of a blur to me. So can't say for certain.
Why am I not surprised? Oh, and then we're moving.
Oh, okay, let's go. Saint Luke is the patron saint of which group of professionals? I don't know. I've just noticed that when you alt tab, it flashes up the alt tab thing
In
over
front
my
of your
webcam.
face. Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta click, man.
I can't because I have to have YouTube. If I want to see the YouTube chat, is my problem. I wonder if I can bring
Right.
the stream up on here actually.
You need more screens.
I'm already running 3. Like I've got 2 up and my goddamn laptop, and one of those.
Yeah, same here.
Is such a nightmare.
Need a
It's a
wide.
complicated Wii operation, alright?
Yeah, I know. Like, we both have our 2 screens in a laptop set up to do this. Like,
And it takes 2 of us to do it as well. Alright, I've got the chat up. There we go.
nice. It's just someone saying that Tova needs a password reset.
Yeah.
Not approved. Ticket closed, won't fix. Get some better questions.
Wow.
I mean,
You said she did good today.
she did do good. Go, broken clocks right twice a day. Alright.
Alright, next.
Oh, shit, time has run out. Yeah. How many times has the human lightning rod, Roy Sullivan, been struck by lightning? The answer may shock you.
And off you go, Dad. You can be gone
Yeah.
now.
I'm
I
here on
love
that,
these
guys.
potluck sections and quizzes because you get all the weird questions like this. Like
Yeah,
if
you do.
If you
It's
asked
so
me
good.
who Roy Sullivan was, I'd be like, that sounds like a famous person who's famous for something silly. And yes, he's famous for being struck
he is
by
famous.
lightning. But how many times? I don't know.
I don't know, man. How many times? That is the question.
Yeah, with the group I usually PubQuiz with, this is like potluck's one of the sections we'd normally bet on because at least you're probably gonna get a bunch. You know,
Yeah, because broken
know
clocks
what's
right twice a day, as they say. Alright, I'll get a new joke. I promise. But yeah. Well,
Alright,
10
let's not miss
seconds,
the timer
guys.
this time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching
You're
you
watching?
sharing it to me and not watching the stream. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Buffalo wings are named after a city in which US state where they were reportedly invented?
I'm thinking about
Tough
this now.
question.
This question could have been reworded.
Yeah,
It's makes sense. But
yeah, it does.
we
It
did
is one
a
of the
for
ones.
those who were here last week. We did a rather thorough cleanse of the quiz this time to make sure the questions were all good and made sense.
We did.
Which did include an argument, well not an argument, but about 30 minutes on one question where we were just like, do we just remove this question? It's really complicated, but we made it work. We made it work.
Sorry, I'm gonna chew a little bit because I'm hungry.
That's all right.
Delicious kai. Ka pie. So what's your beverage of choice there tonight, Mr. White
This
Bob?
evening, I've got some pals, which I received as a gift from someone.
Oh, that's the gin
Yeah,
RTD
they're like
you were
a
telling me about.
low sugar, low carb gin RTD.
Nice. I'm all
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, gotta move on.
Oh, next slide. All right, question number 7. Marcus Notch Pearson created what gigantic hit video game? Good question. Well, I personally, me myself, I've got my favorite beer here, the old Happy Days.
Oh yeah.
It's Garage Project Pale Ale. It's
Don't
quite
have
good.
any. I think I've only got like 2 cans of Garage Project left in the house.
Oh, if only you lived in Wellington.
Oh, we've got.
Pretty sure.
We've got a local place that's approved for delivery for essential, so that's pretty good. But
Essential.
It's essential, mate. Alcohol's an essential
is.
service.
It is.
Yeah.
Can't have those alcoholics having seizures.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Whatever would we do? So I might get some more next week. I don't know. I've got like plenty of supply though, because like I got some unexpected gifts. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Unexpected gifts like a box of 10 Shrewsbury packs.
No, it was 25.
How far? 25. How far are you through those?
I'm ashamed to say that I think we're probably halfway through.
Holy shit.
But the reason is like, if you've been to my parents' place,
Next question.
They keep like, oh shit.
Sorry.
You do the question.
The term Impressionism is coined from what painter's work titled Impression Sunrise? That was
This-
the question
yeah.
we spent half an hour
We spent
rewording.
heaps
It
of
was
time,
horrific.
But it makes sense. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The
So I
term
haven't been to your
Impressionism
parents'
is
house,
coined
no.
From what painter's work title? That's right. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have enough time. I didn't even start the timer. Whoops.
Well, you have enough time now.
So, Mum keeps like a big jar full of candy, so that when
Oh,
people are
yeah.
coming to visit, they can have candy, which is great because you just like take lollies during the day. But
Yeah,
because
that's good.
all these Shrewsburys arrived, we had a cookie jar on the bench.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And it seems like everyone in the family's been going kind of crazy on them. I've been trying to limit myself, but I don't know where they've all been going. Although it's been 2 weeks locked in the house, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. I don't know.
25 packs though, like. whew.
We have not eaten 25 packs. We've eaten maybe 10 or 11 packs.
Jesus.
The Shrewsburys are quite big. There's only like 8 in a pack or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good point because they're like technically 2 biscuits
Yeah,
in one.
and if you
so
take like
yeah.
2 and there's 3 of us, that's like, you know. Okay, ready to move on?
Yeah, I mean
Five.
we did give them.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
All right, what exactly is someone's sobriquet? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. Hang on,
I
let's
hope
double
that's
check.
how you pronounce that.
Hang on.
What does Wiki say on how to pronounce sobriquet?
I'm on my headphones are plugged into my laptop. I just realized, so I actually have to search for it on my laptop to hear how it's pronounced. Anyway, they can see it on the screen. Go, it's fine.
that thing we can't pronounce. It would help if they could hear it though. Did I not start the clock
Yeah.
again? Okay.
Oh my god, you didn't. Okay, that gives me a minute to go and figure it out.
All right.
We'll get there, guys. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We will get there. It was just us. We're talking too much shit amongst ourselves, to be honest.
Well, that's what we do.
The quiz tonight is 6 sections, and 4 of those sections are like questions and answers like this. So we've got the 1 minute timer. 2 of those sections are similar to the mullets, or one of the other sections is similar to the mullet one, where it'll be a 5 minute section. So things will move pretty quickly.
Which-
We won't be here till 10:30 this time, we promise.
Would you believe me if I said that I got the pronunciation right?
Based off that smile on your face, I would, because you look stoked.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, boy.
All right,
I'm
what I
pleased.
might do is I'm going to stop the timer there and just move forward. Oh no, that'd be rude. I won't do that.
No,
People will get grumpy.
that is. Yeah, I would get grumpy with you. 10 seconds.
Two, one. Okay, moving on.
Bam. Brazilian-born Frenchman Carlos Gossen is an international fugitive and former CEO of which Japanese company?
Start the clock.
What a life. Life of adventure there.
And remember, we've got one more question after this team, which is the quarantine quizzle for this section. So I hope you'll remember what the clue was last time, because this clue stacks on top of that one.
Yeah. If you don't, well, got news for you. You might want to get that checked out if you can't remember what you heard 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, the timer disappeared for a second. You know, this playlist I'm not upset with.
No, for
Royalty-free
non
music.
royalty-free
Right,
music, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, 4 seconds.
Okay.
Bam.
Quarantine quizzle.
All right, I have good insulation and fire resistance properties. That's
Timer
it. I feel like
started.
it should have been a bit more added onto that. It feels like, but oh well.
No, it's good. It's good when these are hard. I think it sucks when everyone gets them on the first round.
Yeah, true.
Like a lot of like how many teams got ours first round last time? It was like 4 teams, 3 teams or something.
One team got it, I think, in the first round.
And after this, we're gonna be waiting to see who's popped in their answers. In fact, we could probably bring that up now.
All right.
3 teams have already submitted of 11.
Yup. Remember, 2 of them. Well, one of them's me. Testing it. Remember.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All the
16, yeah, they're
submissions are
starting to
coming
rush
in.
All right.
All right, come on, rest of you, hurry up.
Now we're waiting for you all to submit
Chop,
your
chop.
answers, and you can lock those in. Kiwi will mark the section and stuff.
Yeah.
Quick gander, tell us if anyone's getting the quarantine quiz. I know we can't talk about it, but we'll say who. I don't know. Don't say who.
Oh yeah. A lot of people have got it this time.
Oh, have
5
they?
teams have got 5 teams have got it so far.
Alright, we'll go through who those are at the end of the section after you mark. That's 11 responses. That's all our responses, isn't it?
I
think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Hang on. Let me just go check the previous form. Responses.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11. Yeah,
Alright,
that's it. All right.
I'll skim through. You start marking. So, round 2 answers, and we'll take through who got the quarantine quizzle at the end of the section. So, substance that destroys bacteria and prevents their growth is called a what? It's called an antiseptic. Which New Zealand native tree is threatened by dieback? It's kauri. In the first video game in the God of War franchise, which god acts as the final boss? That's Ares. St. Luke is the patron saint of which group of professionals? That's doctors. St. Luke is the patron saint of doctors. How many times has the human lightning rod Roy Sullivan been struck by lightning? It's 7. Buffalo wings are named after a city in which US state where they're reportedly invented? That's New York. Marcus Notch Pearson created what gigantic hit video game? It's Minecraft. The term Impressionism is coined from what painter's work titled Impression Sunrise? And that's Claude Monet. We think it's Monet, not Monet, but I could be wrong. What exactly is someone's... how do you pronounce this one, Kiwi? Sorbet?
Sorbet
is a nickname.
Sorbet.
And Brazilian-born Frenchman Carlos Ghosn is an international fugitive and former Japanese CEO of Nissan. Cool. So Kiwi's just skimming through the section now, and then he'll.
Yeah, I'll tell you who have got the quarantine quiz list. So
Yeah.
just here for the beer, Quarantelligent. Nah, anything is fine with me. Bubble Buddies 35 and Dirty Effin' Dangles all got it right that time. So
Well done. So there's still a couple of teams in the quarantine quizzle, so we'll keep going through it. But those teams netted some pretty good points from that, which is really good. Alright. So we'll just take a few moments here to get caught up with ourselves, and then we'll move into the next section, which is iTunes. How are you feeling on marking Mr. Kiwi?
About like a third of the way through.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright. Do you want me to get cracking on?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll give everyone a minute. I've set the timer, and then we'll get moving on into iTunes.
Sorry, you guys could hear the click of my keyboard.
Clickety clack. Now you're fine.
Back to a life that I once knew. But I don't know why I said goodbye, 'cause I can't do this. Every now and then I see it there, dancing on the floor.
I really wanted to rename this section to be iTunes, like the Apple app, but that's
No,
the
that's
joke,
true.
so that's why I shouldn't have done it, and I realized that after the fact. So it shows just how, you know, I could have been a bit quicker on that one. Good thing I'm not doing this. I envy anyone who gets me on their team. Sorry, not envy. I feel sorry for anyone who gets me on their team.
Alright.
Alright, moving on with the next section, which is iTunes. Question, move ourselves to the bottom.
Yeah,
Not
boy.
there. Alright, question number 1. What song was written in 1981 when Sylvester Stallone couldn't secure the movie rights to Queen's Another One Bites the Dust? I think it was for a film that he was in. Getting close. Looks like you're getting close.
Yeah, I just realized I hadn't marked the mullet one, so I had to do that one too.
Alright.
Yeah. A lot of people answered antibacterial instead of antiseptic, so I did a quick Google and they are different, I'm
so
afraid.
my sister's messaging me again asking if they got the ponderer's clue. And
Are they not listening?
they're definitely not listening. There's 6 people in their team. And hold on, before we bitch about that, next question. Which American singer / actor is known as the frontman for the 4 Seasons, with such hits as Sherry and Big Girls Don't Cry? Timer started. I mean, they didn't listen. There's 6 people in their team, and apparently they didn't listen. And they don't know if they got the ponderer's clue.
They did get it. Okay. They're Quorintelligent.
Yeah,
right?
I know they got it,
did
but
get
you know, I was gonna hold that over them. But thanks for that.
Sorry.
It just really helps if you listen. You know. What's that? What are those things you learn?
What? I don't learn.
This is true. Next time I get a message from my sister where she hasn't listened, I think it's a drink tax. I think that's the only fair choice.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right.
A lot of people actually got the Claude Monet question, which was the one we reworded a bunch.
Oh, the one that we were like, who's gonna get this?
This is way too hard. Yeah,
It just shows
Yeah.
how uncultured we are.
yeah, actually are uncultured.
Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1. Next question. Based on a traditional American folk song, which song did Swedish dance group Rednecks first have success with in 1995? And the timer has started.
Oh, I just realized no one went for the double points on the potluck. Come on. You're not feeling lucky?
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm not sure if you see this on yours, but the actual color of this background is very green. On my TV, it's very blue.
No, it's like turquoise, man.
Yeah, on my TV, it's blue. It's like very much blue. It's that high saturation of colors.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Covered by Adele, U2, Bruce Springsteen, and Bob Dylan, among others, what song is considered by many as Van Morrison's signature song?
Your mum.
Damn,
Sorry,
time has
just
started.
the go-to response. I'm gonna message you a question that I have, just so I don't give
Sweet
away
colour
any
balance
information
banter
for
there,
all you.
boys. Thanks, Hamish. I'm glad that you're really into that.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, not a lot of people are listening. They're focusing on these questions anyway, and I'm focusing on spilling my
So
drink
we-
all over my desk.
Nice. So we can just talk whatever shit we want.
Yeah, we
basically.
pretty much can. How am I
Look,
going to deal with this? All right,
Since no one's listening, I'm gonna eat the sausage.
I'm gonna rush this next question. So, what singer came to fame in 2016 after uploading the original song Ocean Eyes to SoundCloud for her dance teacher to use? And Kiwi, this is all with you as I rush to get a towel to clean up the
Okay.
gin that I just spilled all over my desk.
Do the timer before you go. Good. Sorry guys, just had to stuff a mouthful of sausage. But you got me.
You love a mouthful of sausage.
Oh. You just ran back just to say that. What a dick. I didn't hear you that time. You didn't say anything that time. Oh wait, no, that was you popping up on the stream, not actually on your webcam. Shit. Well guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I think we're going to be stuck on this question for a while unless Robert doesn't hurry himself up. Oh,
I'm right
he's
here.
fiddling around. Oh, he's back. He's right there.
The gin spillage wasn't too drastic. I am going to
Oh,
get
okay.
another drink shortly, but it wasn't too bad.
Ugh.
Saved most of it.
You know, floor suck, come on. Shit, I just dropped shit on the floor too.
I definitely didn't spill any on my docking station that is borrowed from work, and that definitely won't get me in trouble.
Next question.
Next question. What two other actresses are name-checked in Kim Carnes's... Is that right? Kim
Carnes.
Kim Carnes's... Alright, Kiwi, off you go. You're the pronunciation king.
Kim Carnes' Bet Davis eyes.
What two
Bet
other
Davis
actresses are name-checked
Gosh.
in Kim Carnes's Betty or Bet Davis eyes? Good thing it's all up here on the screen for them to read, because we're bad at this.
Check your Discord messages, buddy. I need you to answer me that. Because I can't remember from last time.
What's the question? Sorry, I was reading my phone. What's your question?
The points for the quarantine Quizlet, it starts off with 5 points if they get in the first round, then
6,
4.
because the minimum score is 1.
Yeah, true. Good point.
My
Yes.
sister's still asking me questions, but she's got her volume sorted now, so she can actually hear us. So
Which sister is it?
that
Which
would
one
be,
do we need?
That would be Natalie.
Natalie, so we have to call
Yeah.
Natalie out, do we?
Yeah.
God damn it, Natalie. You had one job.
No, she's got it walking now.
Oh, nice. Oh, good. She's got it walking, did you say?
Walking. I said walking, yeah, but you know, I flubbed. All right, next question. Is it next question now? Yes, it is.
I want to say it's the next question.
All right. Eric Cartman's Hungry Eyes. Sorry, I did this last time as well. Eric Carmen's Hungry Eyes was a hit from what 1987 movie that also starred Patrick Swayze? Not Cartman, Carmen. I just see Eric Carmen and you know what I'm thinking in my head. as a South Park fan, but it's Carmen. This is how we ended up in like a long conversation about wanting to watch the South Park movie again the other night, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we were like, we should do that. We should do a watch together the South Park movie night.
That sounds like a horrific idea, judging off of how last ones went. But you know,
Are you telling me you didn't have fun at our Muppets Extravaganza movie night, followed by Dark Crystal?
no, we didn't watch Dark Crystal. We watched Labyrinth.
Oh, we watched Labyrinth. That's right. We talked about Dark Crystal, but we watched Labyrinth.
Yeah, because Blaze hadn't watched Dark Crystal. But I haven't watched Dark
He'd
Crystal.
watched Dark Crystal, but hadn't watched Labyrinth, and we were like,
That's right.
it makes no sense. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I felt not great the next day. I did not have a good time.
I felt wonderful. All right, next question.
Yeah.
What Guns N' Roses song includes the lyric, "She's got eyes of the bluest skies, as if they thought of rain. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain."
The song's stuck in my head now. I really want to sing it, but I know I can't.
Feels like a great line for some slam poetry, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, isn't that all just singing is slam poetry with some instruments? Like, what?
I'll remember that when you're talking about your musical talents.
Look, man, I play trumpet. I push 3 buttons. I have like not much talent.
You play trumpet, do you?
For 6 years.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
I swear I've told you before.
No.
I swear I've said it many times.
We're learning
Means I'm
about a
real
lot
good
of
at
things you
blowing.
like in your mouth this evening.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. Turkey got you beat on the dick jokes.
Oh,
to
he
be
did.
honest.
He really did. His one in the
Yeah.
chat was solid. Don't think I didn't see it.
What, you saw it? I thought you were blind, man. Har, 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 har,
Har,
har.
har, har, har. Alright. 1-0. 9. Ironically, which blue-eyed country singer first recorded "Don't Make It My Brown Eyes Blue"? Sorry, don't make my
You're
Ironically, which blue-eyed country singer first recorded "Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue" in 1977?
I said people that I'd be doing the mispronunciation. I'm glad you're taking the
Yeah,
fall
I'm
for me for
definitely like flubbing hard on everything.
that. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
James might be trying to creep up on Tiki's jokes though in the chat. I'm thinking we might display the chat next week,
What do you mean?
like on the screen in the top corner or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But also, the people in chat are a bunch of cunts, so I don't know.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry, yeah, PG, my bad, I forgot. Nah, you know, R18 stream at the moment. We don't have any sponsors. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. I keep like grooving to the music and then
Yeah, it's
losing
really
my
good.
place.
Okay. Who sang the theme song to the Bond movie For Your Eyes Only, making her the only Bond vocalist to actually appear in the opening credits? So that movie was For Your Eyes Only, the Bond movie, and who sang the theme song to that movie, making her the only Bond vocalist to appear in the opening credits? So what snacks do you have this evening, Mr. Kiwi?
I don't have any snacks. I just have beer and dinner.
Oh.
So I haven't actually finished
What was
my
for dinner?
yet.
Last week it was like some reheated pasta or something?
No, last week it was a ham and cheese toasted sandwich. This week we've got pork and fennel sausages,
Oh,
some carrot, some broccoli with like grated cheese on top. Then we got mashed spuds with grated cheese and spring onion in them as well. It's real good.
Nice. Sounds way more fancy than my dinner.
What was your dinner, man?
Sausage, egg and chip
Oh yeah, bro.
with salad.
Yeah.
Lots
Nice.
of salad.
Nice. Well, that's good to have the salad to balance everything out.
Well, we needed to eat early tonight, so we could do this. So it seemed
Yeah.
like an easy meal to do early.
Oh, your parents joining in as well, or not this time?
Dad's got like a conference tomorrow morning, so didn't want to play tonight, but they're keen. All right,
Yeah.
moving on.
Moving right
Quarantine
along.
Quizzle for the teams that are still in it. I can hold my own weight in water. Okay, and timer is going.
Just bit my lip. Oh, don't you hate that?
It was quite a large number of teams you said got the Quarantine Quizzle last time, eh?
5 teams got it
Five
last
teams
time.
got it already, so we've got 4 teams still in it.
1, 2, 5 teams.
5
still in
teams
it.
still in it. Cool.
Okay. So I got word one team had merged with the other. That's why there was a no answer from one of the teams.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, we definitely got to sort that out for next time. And I think we might close entries a bit earlier next time so we can get all the forms ready ahead of time. Like maybe we close.
Don't
them at
leave it to
7.
the last minute. God damn it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Rookie
if you want more
mistakes,
players,
we should know better.
I know, right? But you know, if
Alright.
you want more players in your team, that's all good.
So now we're waiting for. Oh my gosh, I see 10 responses. So we're just waiting for one more team to submit, I believe, and then we'll be able to lock
Yeah.
this section in. And we'll start going through. I'll go through the answers, and Kiwi can confirm who got the Quazzlers quiz.
Quarantine quiz.
See, I just
Oh,
can't words. Like, what is wrong with me? Who's the team we're
Halfway
waiting
score
on?
update.
At what point do we call them out? I don't think we do score up. We don't say who's in the lead though, but we say
No,
if they're close.
Man, you think I'm that up to date on the scoring? I do it all last
You
minute.
said
I mean,
score
what? Your boy Hamish.
Who's this team we're waiting on?
I'm trying to figure it out, but it's a bit difficult.
I think we'll do. What are we? Are we at halfway? I don't even know what section we're up to.
I think it's our bubble buddies. Yes, the bubble buddies. Come on, bubble buddies.
We're waiting for Bubble Buddies. All right, I'm gonna kick the timer off, Bubble Buddies. So you've got a minute, just in case you dropped off.
Yeah.
You got 1 minute to get your scores in, or Bubble Buddies will be dropped off the quiz. Did they get the Quarantine Quizzle? Quizzler? I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. They should still be here. That's a good thing to get.
It is. That's like points. That's just free money. By free money, I mean free points.
All right. Ooh, 19 seconds, Bubble Buddies. Where are you at? You got to get your answers in, or let us know what's going on. Is there anyone saying anything in the chat about
No.
Bubble Buddies?
Nah. Come on, guys.
Come on, team.
5. Oh, the song's gonna drop in time with the timer. Oh, it did almost.
What a drop. Woo. All right, so unfortunately, that is Bubble Buddies out of the race for this evening. Sorry to see you go, guys, but we got to keep this train moving, and I can't wait for you forever. So lock it in, Kiwi.
Alright. Not accepting.
Boom. So we're not accepting responses anymore. So going through the answers for this section while Kiwi gets his scoring happening. What song was written in 1981 when Sylvester Stallone couldn't secure the movie rights to Queen's Another One Bites the Dust? Eye of the Tiger. Are you gonna click? Here we go. Oh, it says 2-2. Oh, okay, 2-2. See? There's your proofreading, Kiwi. Some excellent proofreading. Which American singer/actor is known as the frontman for the Four Seasons with such hits as Sherry and Big Girls Don't Cry? Actually, I'll take credit for this one. This was me. Frankie Valli, because we rewrote this question. Based on a traditional American folk song, what song did Swedish dance group Rednecks first have success with in 1995? That's Cotton Eye Joe. Banger, that one is.
Yeah, it was in my head the entire time. It was
Yeah.
so annoying.
Covered by Adele, U2, Bruce Springsteen, and Bob Dylan, among others. What song is considered by many as Van Morrison's signature song? That's Brown Eyed Girl. What singer came to fame in 2016 after uploading the original song Ocean Eyes to SoundCloud for her dance teacher to use? That was Billie Eilish. What two other actresses are name-checked in Kim Carney's Betty Davis Eyes? It's Jean Harlow and Greta Garbo. Did anyone get that? I'd be interested to know.
No. One team did.
One team did. Well done, that team. Eric Carmen's Hungry Eyes was a hit from what 1987 movie that also starred Patrick Swayze? It was Dirty Dancing. What Guns N' Roses song includes the lyric, "She's got eyes of the bluest skies as if they thought of rain. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. That's sweet child of mine." Ironically, which blue-eyed country singer first recorded Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue in 1977? That's Crystal Gale. Who sung the theme song to the Bond movie For Your Eyes Only, making her the only Bond vocalist to actually appear in the opening credits? That's Sheena Easton. Boom. And then we're on to the next section. So, is this halfway? That's halfway. So that would be why someone, Amish, was asking for a score update.
I just want to point out that one team, for the Cotton Eye Joe question, instead of putting in Cotton Eye Joe as the answer, they put Rednecks in as the answer. Rednecks is on the question. Come on, guys. Almost.
Almost. All right. Do we have any idea of how close teams are right now, or do we want to?
Nah.
Nah?
Sorry. I mean, I have all the numbers there, but it means I have to do some fiddling, and I'm still halfway through marking this one.
Right,
so
we'll let him go through marking, but this is a good halfway point for us to let you guys go get a few drinks and get all sorted out and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3-minute timer, and we're going to get some halftime scores and stuff together for you all. So that'll go up to 3 minutes now, and we'll be back shortly. So we're just going to disappear for a moment.
Between two different things, yeah, I'm thinking too much, I'm bursting at the seams. Tell me I'm not lost out at sea, tell me they are listening to me, feeling misplaced, someone rescue me. Someone rescue me. Someone take me, I'm
All right, Kiwi's just massaging the numbers a bit so we can give you guys a bit of an update on what the scores are. In that round just passed, 3 more teams got the quarantine quiz, and I think there's 2 teams still in it looking for what the quarantine quiz is.
So the teams that got it were Bed Knobs and Boomsticks. I get locked down, but I get up again, and Not Picky. They all got it
Nice.
correct.
So good job to those teams. Someone in the chat just asked when EchoLan 2020 is.
Never.
It's a good question. It's really hard to run an event right now at this exact moment in time, so we'll let you know in the future. Kiwi, I'm just going to wait for a minute or so longer to see if Kiwi is feeling like he's ready to give us some score updates. No pressure, buddy. And then we can get moving on with these last 3 sections. We've got a lot of teams with double points down for entertainment, which will be interesting to see how that goes for you all. Although the scores have been pretty good so far. Teams have been doing quite well. I'm going to update my timer. Cool.
Sorry, just putting all the formulas because I haven't done it. I got a couple more to do.
All good. 8:44, so we're ahead of schedule. We got 45 minutes to do these last 3 sections, which that last section's a 5-minute, so I think we'll be pretty good. I think we'll be ahead of schedule. We didn't add a bonus round this week, team. We thought the bonus round might have taken a bit too long last time, but we're interested to potentially do it again. We're also probably going to have a feedback form at the end of this if you guys want to let us know what you did and didn't like about the quiz. So you can talk about how Robert can't pronounce any words or letters in the alphabet, or you can talk about, you know, whatever you think we could do better or do worse, and if you wanted to come to more. We're going to continue to do these through level 3. When we move to level 3, because people still won't really be able to go out. So yeah,
I've got score totals. What did you want me to read out?
just
like how
the
close?
order of the teams.
So in first place at the moment is Dirty F and Dangles, but everyone else is just like in a pack basically behind them, just behind them.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
you know,
pretty
it's
cool.
actually we've got one forerunner, but everyone else is kind of just like duking it out behind them. You know, bit of doof doof. Yeah, so there you go.
So pretty much everyone else they're all right up there real close. I think that's all we're going to give you because we don't really want to give out any numbers. So maybe we'll get.
Yeah, no, I'm
crackling
not giving you any numbers.
All right, so this section is you, Mr. Kiwi.
Oh yeah, boy. I better get it back up on my screen, shouldn't I? So I got everything else up in front of me. Here we go. Round 4, entertainment. Hope you guys love watching your television and your movies and your musics. I say as I buffer through. Alright, take us through question 1, Robert. Number 1, which of Ed Sheeran's songs has the most views on YouTube with 4.7 billion views? That's a lot of views. You print it, go brr.
It's your turn to man. I'm gonna do a thing.
What?
I'm gonna do a thing. You can talk.
Gotcha. I'm not doing much, I'll be honest. I'm just grooving to the beats. Oh. 10 more seconds, guys. Three, two, one. Robert, next question. Get off your laptop. Thank you kindly. Number 2, who narrated 2005's feature-length
hang on.
documentary? Oh God, what have you
There we
done?
go. I don't know what I did. There you go.
Okay, number 2, who narrated 2005's feature-length documentary March of the Penguins?
Real tricky question. This one's a really hard question.
Yep. Real tricky. Good documentary though, real good. Some bants going on in the chat. Just telling them what's up. Dear. 30 seconds left on that one, guys. So get cracking. Get to see me dance. Sorry, these songs have no words, otherwise I would do a little sing along, but
Oh, they do have words. We just don't know them. All right.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, next question, please. Question number 3. Who plays Phoebe Buffet's husband Mike in seasons 9 and 10 of Friends? Gonna be this way. Good song. Alright, I think that says 20 more seconds, or slightly less than 20 more
15, yeah.
seconds. Yeah, 15. Three, two, one. Next question. Number 4. The Na'vi are an alien species featured in what film? Not the esports team that some of you might be thinking of, but the alien race from a movie. An American friend of mine sent me a Snapchat of an owl, and I freaked them out by telling them that we don't have owls, but we have morporks, or doo-doo. And they're called morporks because they actually just say it sounds like morpork, and he was like, holy shit, mind blowing. It's a funny little answer to it for you guys. Ah, 15 seconds to go. I'm being told apparently of barn owls and that I'm a numpty. Yeah, but barn owls aren't native, so shut up. Alright, next question please, Mr. Robert. Thank you very much. The music video for what George Ezra song features Sir Ian McKellen lip syncing? Good question. So Robert, what are you doing on your laptop over there? You gonna share with the audience? Or?
Remember how we said we were going to have a feedback form at the end of this?
Oh yeah, you're doing the
yeah,
feedback
I just
form.
made
Good
the
man.
feedback form, and I need to
Good
send it to you.
stuff.
In fact, I don't need to send it to you. It's in
You can just
the folder. I need you to publish it on the website. Oh my god, my phone's going off. I hope this is a group chat and not a... Yeah, it's a group chat. That's alright.
Cool, that can go away. Yeah, you can send it to me and I'll put it on the website. But
I don't know.
2 seconds, 1 second. Next question.
Boom.
What car aficionado is the creator and host of the show Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee? Man, I'm feeling attacked in the stream chat. You guys should attack Robert sometimes. Robert,
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to email it to you.
that's fine. Robert looks like he used hydrochloric acid instead of shampoo. That's good. Robert's actually albino, so you know he didn't actually
And
use.
the lighting's a bit intense in here too.
Yeah.
There's like a downlight directly above me.
Ah, 0 seconds. Next question. What is the name of the Netflix series about Gwyneth Paltrow's controversial lifestyle brand? Good question.
But yeah, there's like a downlight directly above me. I've had to pull
Oh,
my
God.
desk back so it's like kind of on the front of my face. I'm gonna maybe have a lamp or something next week, I don't know.
Yeah.
So with you and your emails is the form.
Mm-hmm.
A link to the form if you wanted to chuck it on the website at the bottom.
Can do.
And what we'll also do is we'll drop it in the YouTube chat at the end of the stream as well.
Yep. No, but Robert didn't actually use hydrochloric acid. It's just his melanin printer doesn't work. Melanin machine broke. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen the EchoLan email signature. Jeez.
I don't think it's the lighting, man.
Yeah.
It's about right.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like the group, one of the groups that's in the thing, has started submitting their answers in the chat instead of on the stream, on their like voice chat. Maybe one of them's dropped off or something. So, you
Next
go.
question. Huggy Bear was a police informant in what iconic TV police show? Remember, guys, snitches get stitches.
Yeah, apparently this song is actually royalty free.
Yeah, it's
maybe
on-
just
it
without
was
the
a-
lyrics.
Yeah, the original version without the lyrics was released on no copyright sounds on YouTube, which means it is loyalty free.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's loyalty free because I went into Spotify and I went loyalty free and hit play, and that's what we've got. So.
Because we can always trust the Spotify playlist that says, hey, these songs are royalty free.
I have
Yeah.
faith, don't you?
No?
No?
Nah. Honestly, nah. I'm pretty sure all of these are just like NC no copyright sound songs because they're all EDM-y.
It did literally say like Twitch/YouTube/gaming.
Yeah,
But
there you
like,
go.
it was, I searched royalty free in Spotify and was the only playlist there. So I was like, oh, okay, well that'll do. We'll see how
Gotcha.
it goes. Okay.
Next question. What illegal drug is at the center of the Guy Ritchie directed movie, The Gentleman? How many of you guys know your drugs? Bloody criminals. I guess that's
You and
actually
your
your
friend
movie.
Molly, right?
My best friend. Oh man, that Jackbox game was great. I remember when I was like 12 listening to this song by, I think it's Frederick Gervais, and it's called Molly, and it's like a house song meant to be played in nightclubs, and it's like, please help me find my friend Molly. And I'm like, I was banging it
This
out.
guy
like,
really
"Where's-
cares
where's-
about his mate. Like,
Yeah,
he's
where's
such a
Molly?
nice
I was
guy.
listening it, and my parents would hear me listening to it, I guess, as well. So it's like, sorry, mum, sorry, dad. I realize now what that word means. Ah, dear. My hair's way too long, Jesus. I need to
It's alright.
readjust my
We're all in the
headphones.
same situation, Kiwi. Everyone's hair is like that at the moment.
Oh, there we go. It's out of my face.
All right. Boom.
All right, and final question: who hosted the 77th annual Golden Globe Awards? That was in 2020. So this year, current year.
This section's entertainment, right? It looks like entertainment.
It is entertainment.
And we've got some steam. Then, like, how many teams still in the quarantine quizzle? Like 2?
3, I think.
3? All right. Exciting to see. I think I started the timer on this question, but I also think I didn't.
I don't think you did.
So we're just gonna sit rather than me starting a whole minute timer for like,
Yeah.
maybe.
We've
Yeah.
we've got 2 teams left to get it.
Yeah. Cool. And then we'll go on to the quarantine quiz list. So thirsty.
Oliver Bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get another drink in between this section and the next one, and that'll have to get me through the last of the quiz, I think.
All right, I'm pretty sure
All
it's been about a minute.
All right, we'll move on to the quarantine quizzle.
I am a natural fiber. No,
So-
that's not me. That's the answer to the quarantine quiz. That's a natural fiber.
So there's what, 3 teams still in it?
Yeah, 2.
2. Who are those
Yeah.
teams? Who's still?
Good question. Nerds of the Apocalypse and Shut the F
Really?
October.
There's the Apocalypse, last week's champion.
Yeah, I mean they're
Ah.
really falling behind. I'm actually quite. Yeah, it's quite a disappointing show. I'm expecting some angry messages in about 10 seconds from them.
I think because everyone was suspicious of them cheating last week, maybe that they're like intentionally throwing the quarantine quizzle to prove that they're not cheating. Do you reckon that's what's happening? Not that I would accuse anyone of cheating.
Oh, they don't have sinful. That's their issue. Okay. So what you're saying is that the team really should be named Sinful Carries Us. Someone get him back.
It's not an uncommon experience though, right?
Oh no, right? God damn. That man is a pain in our behinds. Alright guys, that is it. So finish up, get your submissions in, pretty please.
Alright, so where's my... I don't have enough data.
Oh shit, everyone's just submitted. Man, you guys are good. Good on you.
Alright, I'll fire
Cut
through
pie.
these answers if you want to lock it in and start getting your marking happening. So, question 1, which of Ed Sheeran's songs has the most views on YouTube with 4.7 billion views? That's Shape of You. Who narrated 2005's feature-length documentary March of the Penguins? That's Morgan Freeman. Who played Phoebe Buffay's husband in Friends? That's Paul Rudd. The Na'vi are an alien species featured in what film? That's Avatar. The music video for what George Ezra song features Sir Ian McKellen lip-syncing? It's Listen to the Man. What car aficionado is the creator and host of the show Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee? Damn, I was doing so well. Jerry Seinfeld. What is the name of the Netflix series about Gwyneth Paltrow's controversial lifestyle brand? Ah! It's The Goop Lag.
Goop
Sorry.
Lab. Jesus,
The
how
Goop
many
Lab.
times?
The Goop Lab. I just need to slow down, I think. Huggy Bear was a police informant in Starsky and Hutch. Great show. Excellent show. Love that show. What illegal drug is at the center of Guy Ritchie's directed movie, The Gentleman? Marijuana.
Marijuana.
Kiwi will accept the slang appropriate
Yeah.
words for that as well. Yeah.
Who do you think I am? Some kind of white boy?
Yeah. Who hosted the 77th annual Golden Globe Awards? That's Ricky Gervais. And that's the end of entertainment section. So Kiwi's gonna let us know to anyone else get the Quanderers Quizzle? Quarantine Quizzle? Oh my god, what is wrong with me?
No, they haven't. The 2 teams. Oh my god. And the last 2 teams put in the same answer, and I have no idea how they got that one. Like, come on, guys.
It's a natural
Like,
fiber, clearly.
I get it, but at the same time,
Alright, so as Kiwi continues marking, I'll do a 1-minute timer for you all so you can go top up your drinks and stuff. And then we will head into the sports section. Lots of teams had double points on entertainment, so I'm interested to see if that paid off for anyone.
Yeah, I've got to go calculate that as well.
Oh, I don't have 23 seconds isn't enough time for me to get another drink.
No.
Yes, it is. I'll be late.
It's hard to get quality help around here. Well, I hope you're enjoying looking at me with the look of concentration on my face while I chuck in the points and do stuff.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was grabbing a gin from the fridge and then I was gifted a very nice bottle of beer, which I couldn't take.
Oh,
in.
nice.
So I've got myself a half-consumed McLeod's. I'm not a very classy gentleman. I didn't bring a glass with me, so should we get sport crack-a-lacking?
Yeah, that is probably about time.
All right. Sport is a me section, I guess. Oh no, no one got the quandary. Cool. Round 5. Sport. Move us down.
That is a you one. I
Yes,
need
it
to go
is.
off to the bathroom.
Oh, lucky you get a free pass.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Question number 1. Australian rules player Lance Buddy Franklin plays for which AFL team? Time is starting. I had to finish my gin before I drink that beer, actually. Second to last section. All right. Question 2. With 36 tries, which country were leading the try scorers at the 2019 Rugby World Cup?
Say what you want. Say what you want. Say what you want.
Our turn. The
Welcome back.
prodigal son. Blech.
Say what you want.
How many teams have double points on sport this time?
1. And they've dropped out.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Yeah, the Bubble Buddies, sadly.
Oh, then it won't have been who we think it was. She wouldn't have put double points on sport.
Question request. What is the acronym for the processing unit? Oh my god, that's good. Good
Capital
reference there,
P
man.
in the middle.
CPU. I look like Post Malone if Post
Alright,
Malone took
3,
pills instead of crack. I don't know.
2, 1. How many Tour de France titles was Lance Armstrong stripped of after his 2013 doping scandal?
The answer is that he has 1 testicle, right? That's how that goes.
I don't know.
Say what you want. Say what you want. Say what you want. Say
Delicious beer.
Oh man, it's one of those big bottle ones. That's how you know it's good.
Well, you meant to pour it in a glass, but I run down in a hurry with it in my hands and then didn't bring a glass with me. So I am the classiest.
All I'm saying is the people calling me post like Pre Malone. I'm pretty sure Pre Malone doesn't have a ginger beard. I have a
That sounds like
Yeah,
someone
my
who
beard's-
would be. It sounds like you're a little upset about them calling you Pre Malone. Because you're being a little defensive right now.
No, I'm just saying I have a ginger beard, not like someone who can't grow a beard. I'm pretty sure he can't grow a beard. I've never seen him with like.
I
a...
wouldn't know. I
Oh.
don't pay attention. Do you?
No, you're blind.
You a fan?
Some of his songs are pretty good. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. In 2019, which baseball center fielder signed a 12-year deal with baseball's Los Angeles Angels for $430 million? I'm pretty
Los-
certain that's US dollars as well, so that's a
Los
significant amount of money.
Angeles. It's Los Angeles Angels.
Angels, not Angles.
Not Angles.
We are
Oh
the
my God.
Angles. Eh.
We are the Angles. That doesn't look too good on a camera, but you know.
You know what I think it is? I think it's that it's in all caps.
Yeah, that probably doesn't help actually.
Yeah, like I'm not used to looking at words in all caps.
And I think you're just not used to looking full stop.
Ooh,
It's a foreign concept.
he speaks the truth.
All right, next question.
Did I start the timer? Okay.
I don't know. I just see it said 0.
All right, we'll wait like 15 more seconds because I don't think I started the timer. That's why I say start the timer, to make sure I start the effing timer.
Start time. All right, I'll
Yeah.
remind you next time.
All right, 5. How many Super Rugby titles have the Crusaders won in total?
I don't know, but I think they're pretty good. Didn't they have like Ruchi McCaw and Dan Carter back in the day?
Yeah, they did. Well done.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah,
only
boy.
sport thing you know?
No, I know to say "Go the Canes" when you're like cheering for the Hurricanes. And that they had all the Geordie brothers, and that. Oh no, not the Geordie brothers. Geordie is one of the brothers. All the Barrett brothers.
See, I'm not even from the region, and I'm still a Hurricanes fan.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Although Bowden's a traitor, we don't like him anymore because he went to the Blues.
Oh yeah.
All I know is that my rugby fan friends who live in Wellington don't like Bowden Barrett anymore. They went from like loving him to just absolutely hating him. Apparently he's a traitor. Anyway, that's enough sport for me.
Well done, Kiwi. I can see you held the bants for about 15 seconds on sport.
Oh yeah,
That's enough to
you know,
keep you going, yeah? Alright.
I can probably do a little bit
What
more.
sport does US athlete Simon Biles excel at?
I want to say Simone
Simone
Biles.
Biles, yeah. It's
Who
definitely.
let the blind guy read? Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, there's only so many more times I can make the blind joke.
Timer started. This is the last section where the timers are really hard anyway.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
now wondering. Oh, 9:10. No, I think we're going to be good for time. Yeah. We'll finish before 9:30.
That's good.
Should be nice. Oh, what is this tune?
I don't know.
This right now. Just move Spotify out of your face real quick.
Nice, man. Oh yeah, I just saw it pop up on the stream.
It's Love.
DK.
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 Is that like Donkey Kong?
No, it's. Oh, maybe. Who knows?
DK. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Nice.
Who is the only driver to win the Indianapolis 500, that's the Indy 500, in both front wheel and rear wheel drive cars?
Isn't that NASCAR? I think
That's
that's
Indy
NASCAR.
500.
Oh, okay.
It might be NASCAR, I don't know.
Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. That's all you do in NASCAR, right?
I don't think NASCAR has a front wheel drive variant though. I mean, if you figure it out, don't say because you know.
No, I'm not going to say, but
I
it's
don't
not
know.
what I thought.
It's
Yeah,
not what you thought.
it's not.
I don't think the Indy 500 is NASCAR, mate. I'm ready
Can't
to
say.
be proven wrong, but
Can't say.
all right. 10 seconds left on that one. Three, two, one. Which New Zealand cricketer was the first to score 3 international 2020 centuries? And timer started.
Cricket.
Did you ever play sports when you were a kid, at least, Kevin? What sports were you into?
Not really.
Not really? Even when you were like real little?
Like cricket, I think maybe.
Like I
Just
played.
because you got to hit it with the bat.
I played soccer for a year when I was 7, and Muppet can attest to this because he played with me. We lost every game that year. Apparently, it was mostly my fault because I was just running
Yeah.
around on the field, being like not
Yeah.
quite knowing where the goals were.
It's funny watching kids play soccer because it's just this like swarm following the ball. They're just like, I want to kick, me kick ball, me kick ball.
Yeah, see, that would happen, except I'd be at the other end of the field wondering where the ball was.
until I what hit you on the face.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah. Even then, you're like, whoa, what was that? Oh no, the battery's running low on my laptop.
This happened last time. Why don't you just plug it in? Oh, wait, hang on.
I remember we
9,
discussed it.
9. Which is the more common name for the sporting injury hematoma aorus? I think I got that right. I know that there are physios in here, so they're gonna like
It's hematoma oris, not
Auris?
aorus.
Aorus?
Yeah,
Oris.
oris.
Oh, damn.
Oris.
Now I'm gonna
Look,
get
I can't-
criticized by all the physios.
I can't plug my laptop in because I don't have my charger. All I have is my dock, and that's going to take up like space.
Where do you put your dock normally?
Because my dock is like one of the ones that you put your laptop on to slide the thing on.
Yeah, but
On
where does that
side?
live normally? Doesn't it live at your desk?
No, I don't work from here. I work out in the lounge on the dining room table, so I'm away from like my room and don't get distracted.
Guess who didn't start the timer because he was too distracted trying to figure out how to pronounce that word?
Oh, for fuck's sake! I mean, for Christ's sake! I mean, crap.
You're fine.
Shit.
It's after 9 o'clock. We can use swears.
Well, it was like, yeah. Oh yeah, late night TV.
Yeah. Hematoma aorus?
Oris.
Oris.
Oris. You'll get there eventually, buddy. There you go. Pat your head.
All right.
So
Final question in sport. On what horse did Mark Todd win 2 individual 3-day event Olympic gold medals? Boom, timer started. On what horse, so the name of the horse is what we're looking for, did Mark Todd win 2 individual 3-day event Olympic gold medals? And that's the last section, the last question for the a normal section, because the next section's one of those like match the lines things, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Did you put the thing on the website?
The feedback form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love where you just kind of put it in the middle of the page, but that's cool. People will find it. I trust people. All right.
I mean,
and
we're going to put it in the chat anyway. so-
second to last chance for the quarantine quizzle. You can take this one, Kiwi.
Lanolin is taken from me during my processing.
Okay, 1 minute on the clock. You said it's two teams still in this, right? 2 teams?
Yep. Yeah, they both wrote in the same incorrect answer last time as well. It's like, oh. Anyway, it's okay. Oh crap, you actually put the timer on this time.
Yeah, of
Good
course it is.
stuff.
Said timer has started.
Good stuff.
I'm getting better at this whole quiz thing. Alright. We'll move on from there and we'll see how the form's going. So
Yeah, boy, I feel like most people would have submitted, to be honest. It would be sport. Let's have a look. One more to go.
one more to go.
We got-
Sweet.
we got
You just
10
let
out
me
of
know
11
when. I'm not going
responses.
to open it up anymore. It's all in your world. Do you know who we're waiting on yet?
Double trouble.
You reckon it's double trouble?
No, I thought we eliminated them. Hang on. Oh, looks like I didn't update this one.
Also sport. Ten responses.
Who hasn't? Jeez, I'm struggling here. Hang on. Sorry. Yeah, I need to open up another form to just double check.
Good job, yeah. Questions. All right, we're gonna figure
Oh,
out
it
who
is
this
double.
team
It is double. It is double trouble.
There's trouble. They're still in it. All right. Time for a 1 minute timer for Double Trouble to see if they're still here. So Double Trouble, I'm gonna hit go. If you haven't submitted your answers within the next minute, and yes, I'll wait for the extra couple of seconds for the stream delay, you're gonna be dropped off the quiz. So you better get those answers in. This is something we'll have to work out for next week as well. That's 30 seconds left for Double Trouble.
Come on.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh man, my laptop just got the red light. They ain't got much life left in it.
You need to sort this out for next time, mate. Does your laptop have a USB-C port?
Yeah, but it doesn't take power through the USB-C port. I found out last week.
What a rubbish laptop.
Oh man, at least mine has an Ethernet adapter on it.
Will
which
it
is
get
nice.
us through? Oh, hang on. 3, 2... Oh, I gotta wait for like 5 more seconds because of the stream delay. But Double Trouble is out from the looks of things. So we're down to 10
Oh, just refresh.
teams. Double check.
Yeah, not here.
Dream chat, no one's submitting anything. Yep. Double Trouble's gone. So how long does a red light give you, Mr. Kiwi?
Like, not long.
Alright, I'll leave you marking and I'll run through this. So if you
I'm gonna
locked
drop
one more-
off. Yeah, it's locked.
Cool. Answers for sport. Aussie rules player Lance Buddy Franklin plays for which AFL team? That's the Sydney Swans. With 36 tries, the country that was leading the try scorers at the 2019 Rugby World Cup was us, that's New Zealand. How many Tour de France titles was Lance Armstrong stripped of when he was doping? It was 7 titles. The baseball center fielder who signed that deal for $430 million was Mike Trout. How many Super Rugby titles have the Crusaders won? That's 10. What sport does US athlete Simone Biles excel at? It's gymnastics. Who was the only driver to win the Indy 500 in both front wheel and rear wheel drive cars? It's AJ Foyt. I think that's how you pronounce that. Probably get it wrong. Which New Zealand cricketer was the first to score 3 international 2020 centuries? That's Colin Munro. What is the more common name for the sporting injury that Robert can't pronounce? Oh my god, it's the cauliflower ear. It's cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just got the pop up. My battery is very.
What horse did Mark Todd win 2 individual 3-day event Olympic gold medals? It's the Chirasama? I don't know how to pronounce that, so hopefully someone got it. I think that Kiwi's laptop might have just crashed, so we might have just lost him off video. So we'll see if he reconnects in a second, and we'll just turn off his camera, so we might lose ourselves a bit of Kiwi, but we'll see if he shows up. And as we run into this next section, I'm just going to hang out for a minute as he sorts himself out and reconnects. People want the static Kiwi face. I'll put it back for a second or so. It'll disappear soon though when he rejoins the call. Yeah, there's Kiwi's static face on the stream. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Goodbye.
Alright, so you're here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sweet. So that sports section's been completed.
Yeah, I'm just doing the net. Are we muted?
We're not muted.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be muted for a second?
No, it's all good.
Alright, cool, because I'd be keen to get this next section started because we're going to disappear for 5 minutes. So what we're going to do for this next section, which is vitamin deficient, is you will see on the left-hand side of the screen a number of vitamin deficiencies. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you will see the vitamins that they represent being deficient of. So it's like a medical language test, essentially. What you got to do is you have to match them up. It'll explain it on the screen, but essentially what you'll get is you'll get letters on the left and numbers on the right. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm horrendous. Numbers on the left and letters on the right. So the answers for your questions will be able to be matched up in your answer form. So we'll get that one started. There you go. Match the deficiency of each vitamin to the associated ailment. So you got to put in your answer for number 1, if you thought that it was vitamin B3, you'd put D. And I'm going to go quiet and I'll leave you with this one for 5 minutes. So we'll just go, boop. There you go, 5 minutes on the timer and off you go. Kiwi and I are going to disappear. Not yet. I mucked up the overlay, people can still hear me. Bye people.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you still want me, I hope you still need me 1,000,000 years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights
Yeah, you might have seen some glitches during that as well. It turns out my earlier gin spill, I spilt some gin inside my computer monitor and it's having a bit of a fit right now. So that's something I have to deal with later. Not looking forward to that. Alright, so we got to move on from this section. And the final chance at the quarantine quizzle, which I need to move down to the bottom for this thing. I am principally a sheep product. If you can't get it off this one, I've some bad news. So we'll get the 1 minute timer started. Bing bang boom, 1 minute, off we go. If I go host right, do I cover it? Yeah, I do. Alright, we're gonna have a bottom. We got answers coming in, Kiwi. Are people still...
Yeah, we got 7 responses.
7 responses. It's those last 2 teams in the quarantine quizzle, isn't it? Oh, that's 10. No, that's 8. I'll shush my face. 2 more.
Yeah, Jesus.
Alright, moving off the quarantine quizzle, waiting for those last couple of teams to submit their answers. We're waiting on 2 teams right now.
Oh, I just realized my music stopped. Hang on, I've been missing out on the beats. I've been wondering why.
Are you going to figure out who we're waiting on? Oh, there's 1 more team submitted, so we're waiting on 1 team now. Getting Kiwi ready to name and shame them. This is the end of the quiz too, team, so get these answers in so we can get your scores going.
It's Nerds of the Apocalypse. Come on,
Nerds
guys.
of the Apocalypse. Ooh.
Come on.
Last week's champions frantically guessing at that quarantine quizzle.
Don't make me come into your Discord voice chat and hurry you up. See you there, watching.
Should we give them that 1 minute? We'll give them that 1 minute, yeah? Alright.
Yeah, give them 1 minute.
You've got your 1 minute timer started. If you don't get your answers in the next minute, then you will forfeit the quiz.
There we go, they've submitted.
Oh, they did? Okay, alright. I'll just clear that away. Sweet. And with that, you've locked that form?
Yep.
Sweet, cool. So here's the answers for that section. I'll move myself into the middle so you can kind of see what's going on, and I'll turn my camera off so you can see the lines a bit better as well. So we'll go like that. And then we're going to leave this up for a wee bit, and Kiwi's just going to start massaging the answers through, but we'll see how y'all did.
Turning into greed. In the end, it was insanity, pure trash. See these expectations keep me on the ground. You know they no wings. See these expectations keep me on the ground. You can't be anything superhuman.
Alright, and with that, Kiwi's still massaging the scores a bit, so I'm just going to move forward. that's what the answers look like, or they should have looked like on your sheet. And then we're done with this evening's quiz. So while Kiwi massages the answers, I'd like to thank you all for coming along and joining us. We're going to keep this going because we're really enjoying doing it, even if it is a bit of a mess sometimes. And we're definitely keen to hear any feedback you might have for us. So what I'm going to show you all now is on that same web page, that's the echolan.co.nz/quiz. There's a link here to a feedback form, and if you wouldn't mind taking a few minutes out of your time, you could let us know what you think we're doing well and what you think we need to improve, things we could add, things we could change. It's just a couple of questions in line with kind of the stuff we've got going on at the moment with the quiz. So definitely would really love to hear your input as to what we could change, because we want to keep this going. We're going to definitely be running another one next week at the same time, and probably for the next couple of weeks, at least until we're out of lockdown. We'll still be doing it through level 4, and we'll be doing it through level 3 as well. So looking forward to hearing from you about that.
Yeah, we'll be here to get your pub quiz fixed still, guys. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry. And then Kiwi's still looking through answers. How you getting on there, Kiwi?
Almost done.
Almost done. All right. I'll give you a minute or two. I'll move my face. Turn off that. I mean, I could leave it on because it's just like a loading box of not your face. It's excellent. There's not Kiwi, everybody. Oh, and the quarantine Quizler was wool. I don't know if the last couple of teams got it in the end, did they?
Yeah, they did. They had
did?
got it,
Well
yeah.
done. So you finally got it in the last round.
They got it in the round before the last.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Right, well done. Good job, everyone. What have I spelled incorrect? Quarantine Quizzle? What did I spell
Nah,
wrong?
just the grammar stuff.
Oh, the stuff where like I can't pronounce, or it's probably just me not being able to pronounce shit. I am pretty terrible. 4 instead of 4. What? I don't know. Put it in the form, James. You know how to use a web form. I've seen you use many Google Forms in your past. Just a couple more minutes, team.
Oh man, how do you use? I've got all the scores ready. How do you sort from highest to lowest? I don't use Google Sheets. Yeah, do the thing, man. Normally I just do it via Excel in like 2 seconds.
Highest at the bottom, lowest at the top. Ooh. That's so close. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Are we ready to
way
go?
as last time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same way as last time. I'm gonna go through.
Alright, Kiwi's
Alright,
about
guys.
to read out the scores, team. We'll see how everyone did.
In 10th place, I believe it is. Well, as a DNF, it was Bubble Buddies 35, along with the others. In 9th place with 33 points, we had Just Here for the Beer. That's 9th place. In 8th place with 38 points, we had Bed Knobs and Boomsticks. In 7th place with 40 points, we had Shut the F Up Tova.
Oh, nice.
In 6th place with 43 points, we had Quarintelligence. In 5th place with 44 points, we had Nah, Anything Is Fine With Me. In 4th place with 45 points, so it was only 1-2 points between those three guys. So fourth place with 45 points is I get locked down, but I get up again.
Nice. Well done.
Third place with 49 points, Dirty Effing Dangles.
Dirty
Head of the-
angles, boys.
All right, and
Alright.
then we're gonna go in first.
yeah. Before we say anything, these last two teams in first and second place have 1 point separating them. So they were very, very close.
Yeah. So in first place with 55 points, we have Nerds of the Apocalypse, and then second behind them we had not Picky with 54 points.
Well done.
Very close.
Nerds the Apocalypse taking a second win in a row. Oh, that's so cool.
Nerds.
All right. Well done. Definitely nerds. Well done to those who joined us. We definitely enjoyed running this again, and we're looking forward to running it again for you next week.
Yeah, definitely, guys. It's always fun.
It's always fun. Especially my favorite bit is how like 10 minutes before we finish, every time Kiwi runs out of battery on his laptop, and you know has to start the whole thing again. So we're gonna wrap this up here, but we're gonna be running this again the same time next week. We might do a couple of refinements. Definitely give us some feedback. We definitely want to hear what you think we can do better, what we can change, and we look forward to catching you again if you want to join us again. Cheers, ears.
Bye.